Phase 1. The shocking realization. Your reality is a mirror. Imagine your whole life is like a huge hall of mirrors. Everywhere you look, you see situations, people, and events reflecting something back to you. Your beliefs, your fears, your desires, your wounds. At first, that might feel uncomfortable. We're used to saying, "It's his fault. The circumstances are to blame. Life is just hard." But the mirror principle says, your outer reality shows you what is active within you. That doesn't mean you are to blame. It means you are a co-creator. Your thoughts, your deeply rooted beliefs, and your emotions are constantly sending out a kind of signal, and reality responds to it. As long as you believe the world just happens to you, you are at its mercy. In the moment you realize what's out there is mirroring something inside me, a door opens. A door to real change. Phase 2. The invisible source code. Beliefs that run everything. Behind every recurring situation, there is an invisible pattern, like a program code inside you. You keep attracting the same type of person. You experience the same kind of conflict again and again. Money always seems to somehow disappear, no matter how hard you try. These are not coincidences. They are mirrors of your inner beliefs. I'm not good enough. I'll be abandoned anyway. Money is hard to come by. I'm not allowed to want too much. You never consciously chose many of these sentences. They were formed by childhood experiences, by school, family, society, like programs someone else installed on your inner computer. The mirror principle invites you to take an honest look. What exactly is this situation mirroring back to me about what I believe about myself and about life? Not to beat yourself up, but to recognize the code. Because only what becomes visible can be changed. Phase 3. From victim to creator. Responsibility instead of guilt. Here comes the crucial turning point. As long as you only tinker with the reflection in the mirror, nothing really changes. You can try to control others, explain yourself, fight, justify yourself. But if the inner code stays the same theme will just show up again somewhere else. The mirror principle says, if you don't change that, reality will never change. That is you. Your inner stories, your automatic reactions, your expectations of life. Taking responsibility does not mean everything is my fault. Taking responsibility means I acknowledge that I have an influence and I choose to use it. In that moment, you change roles, from victim of circumstances to conscious creator of your experiences. That's uncomfortable because you can no longer hide. But it's also incredibly liberating because you don't have to wait anymore for the world to change. Phase 4. Inner change. How to reprogram the mirror. So, how do you change what appears in the mirror? Not by yelling at the reflection, but by going to the source. 1. Observe instead of judge. When a situation triggers you, ask yourself, what exactly is this bringing up in me? What story am I telling myself right now about me, the other person, or life? An example. You receive criticism. Your inner dialogue might sound like, I messed it up again. I will never be good enough. The criticism is the mirror. The pain shows you your old belief. 2. Exposing the old sentence. Ask yourself, is this sentence really a universal truth? Where do I know this sentence from? my childhood, certain people. You will notice many of your truths are just old, adopted programs. 3. Choosing a new inner sentence. Now comes the creative part. You consciously create new inner sentences. For example, instead of, "I'm not good enough," "I am on my way and I'm allowed to learn." Instead of, "Nobody understands me," "There are people who see me and I am opening up to them." Instead of, "Money is always scarce," "I am learning how abundance works, step by step." Important. You don't have to feel the new sentence 100% right away, but you can start training it like a muscle. 4. Aligning your actions. Your new inner attitude needs new actions. Someone sets a boundary. Instead of bending yourself, you honestly say what you need. You are afraid of a project. You take the first small step anyway. You always feel too much or not enough. You start showing yourself as you are, maybe first in a safe space. With every action, you send out a new signal. The mirror responds. Not always immediately, not always spectacularly, but noticeably. Phase 5. Conscious co-creation. How to use the mirror principle for yourself. Once you really understand the mirror principle, your whole life becomes a training ground for awareness. You begin to read situations differently. A conflict is no longer just drama, but a pointer to a theme within you that wants to be seen. A recurring problem is no longer a curse, but an invitation to change. A success is not just luck, but a mirror showing that you've started to think and act differently on the inside. You ask yourself more and more often, what is this situation trying to mirror back to me? What inner decision is life asking me to make right now? Which old sentence can I let go of now so that reality can change? This is where the sentence is fulfilled. If you don't change that, reality will never change. That is your inner stories, your reactions, your boundaries, your self-love. The more you come into inner clarity, responsibility, and truth, the more strongly the mirror in front of your eyes begins to change. Relationships become more honest. Conflicts become shorter and more healing. You make different decisions and end up in different places. You feel more peace, even when the outside isn't perfect. In the end, you realize reality was never your enemy. It was always just an honest mirror. And every time you think, why is this happening to me again? You can ask yourself, what do I need to change within me now so that the picture in front of me can shift? That is exactly where real, sustainable transformation begins. If you enjoyed this journey, feel free to subscribe to my channel. More inspiring impulses are waiting for you there.